welcome, everybody. Welcome to The Tonight Show. Isn't that amazing? Well, guys, today is Teacher Appreciation Day, and... tonight's audience is filled with New York City school teachers. So welcome. Thank you for being... You always do incredible work, but to spend a year teaching remotely during a pandemic is really amazing. You're all heroes for kids, parents, and liquor stores everywhere. I'm so honored that you're here. I want you to know right before the show, I made sure none of tonight's jokes end in a preposition. I know a lot of you are back in the classroom. I'm sure it's nice to see the kids in person again, but you can be honest. I bet some of you are missing that sweet, sweet mute button. Yeah, right? We don't care about your weekend, Candace. A lot of businesses are offering discounts for teachers. I saw that Buffalo Wild Wings has a special deal, but Hooters doesn't. Oh. Which is probably smart, because if you thought running into your teacher at the mall was awkward. Speaking of school, yesterday President Biden visited an elementary school in Virginia, and he talked to some students about their remote learning experience. Watch this.
How did you like doing this from home?
It was kind of fun because sometimes when Miss B was like paying attention to something else, you could eat.
Sometimes, like if she like wouldn't let us like if we were like really tired, then we could take a little nap.
Biden was like, okay, there's two kids who are too honest for politics. Then Biden started telling his story, and the girl was like... After the Bidens left, the teacher was like, what? What did you just do? The president and first lady were just here. All right, we're going to learn a new lesson called not being a rat. They're never coming back to the school. What do you... Meanwhile, everyone is talking about this. The Jimmy Carter Library just released this photo of the Bidens visiting the Carters last week. Have you heard of this? Take a look and see if you see anything odd with this photograph. It looks like a second grader made a presidential diorama. Can we see that photo again? They look like Jeff Dunham's retired puppets. I learned two things from the photo. The two families are very close, and Biden is the size of Jason Momoa. It must have been a fun day for the Bidens and Carters. Look at the photo they released next. Isn't it amazing? Yep, Biden is busy today. He gave an update on the vaccine rollout, but he struggled a bit with the name of a website. Listen to this.
We're going to make it easier than ever to get vaccinated. Visit vaccines.gov. Vaccines.gov.
Yeah, that should make it easier right there. Again, the website is wrigley.vaccines.gum. The White House is like, damn it, somebody buy vaccines.gum right now. It's that. Buy it just to have it. Everyone's going to vaccines.gum. Yep, it's either Pfizer, Moderna, or Bubblicious. That's your choice. We'll make it easier for everybody. Go to vaccine.gum.gov.com. Here's some great news. Next week, the FDA is set to approve the Pfizer shot for kids between the ages of 12 and 15. Parents were like, good, because either way, they were going to summer camp. Meanwhile, Governor Phil Murphy announced that New Jersey is offering free beer to residents who get vaccinated through its new Shot and a Beer program. Which is why every 15-year-old just said they want to get vaccinated in New Jersey. Right now, some guy in Jersey is enjoying a free beer at a Bada Bing thinking, not all heroes wear capes. Some more COVID news. I read that Washington, D.C. just unveiled new social distancing rules that ban dancing at weddings. So if you planned a big choreographed dance, the mayor just did you a huge favor. If you're keeping track, we have an old guy as our president, tensions with North Korea, and we've banned dancing. This is going to be the best summer of 1952 ever! Well, guys, not only is it Teacher Appreciation Day, but it's also Star Wars Day. That's right. Today is May the 4th, and that means news anchors around the country decided to try out their best Yoda impression. Here are some of our favorites.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Do or not do. There is no try.
Do or do not. Do or do not. There is no try.
Do or do not, because there is no try.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Come on.
You actually did and didn't try at the same time. Do or do not do. That is try. Well, here's another story everyone's talking about. After 27 years of marriage, Bill and Melinda Gates just announced that they're splitting up. Oh. You know Melinda Gates is thinking, finally, I can use a MacBook. I think they both deserve their privacy, but if ABC wants to make Bill the next Bachelor, I'm all in. I think we're wishing them the best. Remember what they say, when God closes a door, he opens a Windows 95. Finally, I saw that American Girl is bringing back its 6 original dolls to celebrate its 35th anniversary. Yeah. And this is nice. After the news yesterday, they're adding 2 new dolls. That's very interesting. We have a great show.